For 2 seasons, Severance has gradually peeled back its layers, blending unsettling corporate horror with deep psychological manipulation. In Season 2, Episode 7, a truly sinister character steps into the spotlight, Dr. Mao. His appearance not only answers lingering questions, but also amplifies the mystery surrounding Lumon Industries and its chilling experiments on severed employees. Dr. Mao isn't just another part of Lumon's vast machinery, he is the mastermind behind some of its darkest practices. His role is pivotal to uncovering the truth about what the company is doing to its severed employees, particularly Gemma, who was believed to be Mark's deceased wife. By examining Mao's responsibilities, motives, and potential ties to broader severance theories, we can start to decode Lumon's ultimate objectives. Until this episode, Mao was nothing more than a shadowy figure, hinted at through eerie fragments. His first introduction came in Severance Season 2, Episode 5, where he appeared only in parts, a faceless character whistling the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, collecting dental tools from the optics and design department, and disappearing into the exports hall, a place long linked to Lumon's most secretive operations. Episode 7 finally pulls back the curtain. Mao is revealed not merely as a Lumon employee, but as the mastermind of the testing floor, where he conducts some of the company's most harrowing psychological tests. He seems to have a medical background, possibly as a dentist, and is charged with manipulating the severed employees living on Lumon's mysterious basement level, including Gemma. Mao's unsettling nature is heightened by his eerie familiarity with his subjects. He engages with Gemma in an unsettlingly casual way, as if they've known each other for a long time. Through a series of bizarre scenarios, including appearing as a dentist, a flight attendant during a plane crash, and even posing as Gemma's husband in a twisted Christmas-themed simulation, Mao demonstrates Lumon's capacity to create and mold different inner versions of an individual. This showcases Lumon's terrifying ability to manufacture multiple severed personas within a single mind. The testing floor, Mao's domain, is perhaps the most disturbing setting in Severance. Unlike the severed employees in macro data refinement or optics and design, those on the testing floor endure an even more extreme form of severance. Lumon has fragmented their memories to the extent that they cannot recall what happened just moments ago. This explains why Gemma, as she moves between rooms, has no memory of prior events. Mao's experiments focus on whether these isolated identities can remain completely separate or if traces of memories bleed through. He meticulously questions Gemma after each scenario, analyzing her responses for signs of inconsistency. His endgame: to perfect severance technology to the point where a single individual can host multiple, fully independent personalities without any overlap. A significant clue comes through the Cold Harbor project. Throughout Season 2, Cold Harbor has loomed in the background as a foreboding concept, with Mark unknowingly involved in its development. Episode 7 suggests that Cold Harbor could be the culmination of Lumon's severance research, a monumental breakthrough enabling the creation of several entirely distinct, controlled identities within one person. Achieving this could spell the end of Gemma as we know her, or at least the version of her that once lived outside Lumon's walls. The episode also offers a haunting flashback to Mark and Gemma's pre-Lumon life. We learn about their struggles with fertility and their visits to a specialized clinic. In a subtle but chilling moment, Mao appears in the background of the clinic scene, suggesting that Lumon might have been targeting Gemma long before her apparent death. This raises the terrifying notion that her fate as a severed employee may not have been a coincidence, but a premeditated plan. If Lumon indeed used fertility clinics as recruitment grounds, this might explain how Gemma ended up under the company's control. Mao's methods on the testing floor reinforce this theory. At one point, he cruelly lies to Gemma, claiming that Mark has moved on, remarried, and started a new family. His intention is clear: to sever her emotional ties to Mark and make her more compliant. However, Gemma's angry reaction proves that, despite Lumon's ruthless tactics, her love for Mark persists beyond the severance divide. This is likely why Mao and Lumon are desperate to complete Cold Harbor. If successful, the project would erase Gemma's remaining emotions, transforming her into the perfect severed employee, someone who not only forgets her outy self at work, but becomes incapable of remembering anything outside of her assigned roles. Mao's work reveals a disturbing truth. Lumon isn't merely refining Severance for increased workplace productivity. They are pioneering a technology that could allow multiple programmable identities to exist within a single person. The implications of this are far-reaching. If Lumon masters this, they could create a legion of workers, assassins, or operatives, all devoid of individual autonomy. Each innie would accept their role as reality, with no chance of resistance. The story also prompts us to question whether other characters, including Mark, might be more fragmented than they realize. Could Lumon be testing its new severed identities not only within its facilities, but also in the outside world? As Mao's true role is unveiled, Severance sets the stage for a showdown between Mark, Gemma, and Lumon. Gemma's attempt to escape signals that she has uncovered too much, and Mao will not allow her to leave without a fight. Mark's reintegration and his growing awareness of Cold Harbor suggest he might soon take bold steps against Lumon. Should he discover the company's manipulation of him and Gemma, even before her death, his quest for justice will become intensely personal. The next episodes will likely focus on whether Cold Harbor can be thwarted before its completion. Yet, knowing Severance, there might be even darker secrets lying beneath the surface, secrets that even Mao might not fully comprehend. For now, one chilling fact remains. Dr. Mao is the linchpin of Lumon's most terrifying experiment yet, and the repercussions of his work could be irreversible. The hints dropped in this episode shed light on Lumon's broader agenda, crafting a workforce entirely stripped of empathy. By placing individuals like Gemma in traumatic situations and studying their reactions, Lumon may be trying to engineer employees capable of executing tasks without moral constraints, essentially creating emotionless instruments of their will. Cold Harbor itself is a loaded term. Beyond being a room Gemma has yet to enter, its name evokes the brutal Civil War battle, suggesting Lumon's ruthless pursuit of consciousness control, devoid of human compassion. Ruby's character also takes on new significance. Her involvement in Mark's reintegration and her admission of Gemma's survival, coupled with her strange behavior when Devon mentions contacting Harmony Coble, add another layer of intrigue. Is she an ally or a deeper part of Lumon's web? Dr. Mao's introduction changes the narrative of Severance, pushing viewers to reevaluate everything they thought they knew. What is Lumon's real goal? Can Mark and Gemma escape before Cold Harbor reaches fruition? And how deep does this experiment truly go? With the season finale approaching, the story is only growing darker, and if Mao's research is any indicator, Lumon's control over the mind may be far more sinister than we've dared to imagine. What do you think about Dr. Mao's place in Lumon's grand scheme? Share your theories in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our deep dives into Severance. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Popverse.